Alright. I am live. Am I live? I am live. Number 5 is alive. Number 5 is alive. Alright, so I'm heading into Dragon Terminus. And I actually came with my Panther Clipper and I couldn't land. They said they don't have pads for me. So Dragon Terminus changed. As of the tick, it changed into something I didn't want. So, but I see large landing pads. Okay.
Access granted. Proceed to Bay 04.
Let me see. 04. No, there's landing pads there. It said they didn't have any. I guess there was no ships available. I mean, there were no landing pads available. Maybe they had large ships on them. I tried to land with my Panther Clipper and I couldn't. So I came with a different ship. My Eagle. Alright, so checking out what I did wrong. I don't understand why they didn't let me land. Local service. There's still a shipyard. Let me see. One stored ship. Okay, my Type A is stored here. Let's see if I can bring my other one here. They should let me bring it. Long Rider 1. 5 minutes. So. Oh yeah, it's letting me do it. So what the hell happened? I don't know what happened. I couldn't land, so I guess there were large ships on the landing pad. So commodities, it didn't change, I think. No, it didn't change at all. Okay. It's still the same market as it was before. Right? So the actual agricultural didn't actually change anything to the actual station. Huh. So that means that the other one might not become a refinery. What the hell is that? Well, that's the relay. That's the relay thing, which has already been done. Right. So it didn't change. The agricultural didn't add anything to it. Right. Okay. So that means that, well, let's see what happens, what this construction is going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. Alright, so let's get cracking here. I want to build this planetary port and see what the hell happens with it. Okay. So the agricultural didn't do anything to it. It didn't add anything to it. So maybe I will delete it and just make tech and I mean, it doesn't matter. I can just leave it as is. Anyway, I don't want to build any more on this planet. I want to just get cracking with the other place. So, let's do that. As soon as I get the other ship, I will. 2 minutes. I'll start hauling. Hey, Kix, where you been, man? No, I wanted to see if the ground station, which is not a T2, it's a T1, is affected by the agricultural settlement that I built to it, and that's the whole point of what they did. They didn't want, I guess they didn't want to have a ground T2 also. So what happened was I built a ground T1 and I put a relay in orbit. It gave me the shipyard. It became a tech station because of the relay, and basically it's not affected by the agricultural. So if you want, you can have a shipyard, but you can't have anything else. You can only have high tech as an industry. If you don't want a shipyard and you want something else to it, you have to just ignore the relay. Don't put the relay in orbit, or don't do anything like that, so you can get a shipyard. So it's either or. Either you have a shipyard or you have a refinery. So I'm going to build the next one. This next one is a colony. It's not a high-tech station. So it's a colony. So let's see if it takes on the... let's see what happens to it. I'm not sure. But I'm going to build it anyway and see what happens. So, nothing, dude. I'm trying to start Discord. It's not starting. It's been on the fritz. So I don't know what the hell's going on. So that's basically my situation now. So basically you really, T1s are probably the shittiest freaking ports that there are, because you can only have one. You can only have high tech. That's it. You can only have high tech. So okay, so what is this? What you wrote in group? Commander Ogre B. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make the new ship. I'm gonna actually make it a destroyer. Make the links great again. Oh, you're on. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? What did B? Are you there? You just woke up. You have a great life. What other stuff? You're doing the other game. What's it called? I don't know. Are you gonna build mods now? Okay. Let's put some steel in this. I can buy steel. Yeah, so the T1s are the most I don't know I don't know how to handle T1s. T1s are junky. They're junky. I wouldn't. I'm building another one, and if it doesn't work out the way I think, that I know, then I think T1s are probably a way. It's like the oppressor. The surface T1s are useless. Okay, the T1s can only have one economy. They can't have more than one economy. So I thought, let me try. Let me see if maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's, and you can't. So I put a surface settlement port, right? A surface port T1, and I put a relay in orbit, which gave it a high-tech standing. Okay. And basically, then I added an agricultural settlement to the planet to see if I can boost the economy, do something to the economy, right? Add some kind of agriculture to no, it didn't work. It still remained high tech. And so, what's my point? I don't know what the fuck my point is, because these medication I'm taking, I'm like dazed out here. What's that? Yeah, there is none. Not a port. Not a port. There's no such thing. It's only one. It's only a tier 1. Well, it has a large landing pad, but it's still considered tier 1. It's still. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's see. So I'm hauling right now. I'll be hauling for the next couple of hours, and I am streaming, by the way. And then, did you hear the news last night? Did you see this? Did you see the news? About operations. No, I didn't see. What? Tell me. Cause is it the same thing I'm thinking? With the groups? Yeah, no, that's what it is. That's what Meccan even said. He said, as soon as you start, he even has the same issue. He says, as soon as you get to 4, you get knocked out. You start getting knocked out of the group. So he even said the same thing. You watch his stream, he says it at the end, he says, yeah, as soon as you get to 4, that one of the biggest issues is that the grouping thing, as soon as he gets to 4, he even gets knocked out. We got knocked out. So it's like, I'm sure that's the issue, but I don't know how they're gonna fix that. He even said they have to completely start over. They have to completely start over because they have to do a whole new fresh coding for that, because I don't think it's an easy fix. I don't think that's an easy fix. And I said that, I've been saying that on every stream I've been on, because you haven't been on my streams, you haven't listened. But I've been saying that that's gotta be the issue. Why the delaying? They can't fucking figure it out. How to fix it. Because literally after three, right? After 3 they knock you out. You're okay with 3 on when you get to 4, forget about it. It's over. I'm back. You there, dude? Yeah, you're there. You don't have to. You don't have to hold back, dude. This is a free world. You can say what you want. Carrier issues. Because this time, it's gonna be in the forefront. It's gonna be a second Odyssey. So if this gets fucked over, people are gonna drop this game like a hot potato. So yeah, it's gonna be messed up for a while, dude. I'm still getting 3.6 million. I can't even tell you. I built the stations. I built the relays. I'm still getting 3.6 million. They capped my shit. So they must have capped my payments. Didn't they say they were gonna do that? Yeah, I didn't get 3.6 for my systems. Can you imagine that shit? 3.6 for the big fucking system I have. 3.6 million. How many stations I have in this system? For God's sakes.
Engines disengaged.
Yeah.
Landing gear retracted.
Hey, Ogre B, what's up, buddy? Ogre B's in group, in chat. I'll put it in live chat. Switch it to live chat. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, YouTube dumped everybody and just kept the AI. I'm sure the AI can fix everything.
4, 3,
AI will.
2, 1. Engage.
There's a lot happening that I'm sure they're aware of. And they're coming up to the realization now, within, if not in a few months, that they made a mistake, that they need to rehire again, because the AI can't fucking do anything. And AI is a software, and software is not a fucking thinking software. It's just a software. It's a tool. Can't replace man. AI cannot replace man, and if you think so, you need to go to a psychiatrist and fucking get medication. Okay? AI. No, and now the software is having issues. They don't know how to fucking fix it. The AI is not doing a good job. And so they're gonna lose people. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna lose revenue. So they say, oh, we should keep the people we had. We should rehire people. Yeah. It is a fun toy. It's a great tool. It's a great tool. It's a fucking great tool. But it's not, you can't replace man. It's just a tool. It's not living. It's not sentient. Period. so I'm not making shit. I'm in the other side of the world, man. By the time breakfast get to you, it'll be green. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, here's breakfast. 7 days later. I got your package. Oh, it's green. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that today. I was thinking about a bunch of things. Okay, so this anyway. Yeah, it's been running poorly. I mean, YouTube's been running poorly ever since they decided to drop everybody and just let AI run things. Yeah. Yeah, it's worse than ever. I mean, just like disconnects me at a... And everything's working fine on my end, but YouTube... No, I don't think that's it. Yeah. It's just it's YouTube itself, man. It's the AI running shit.
Zorgan Peterson, Delta, Romeo, Alpha.
Alright, someone.
Facilities are ready
Cool.
for your use, Commander.
So it didn't. What I'm probably gonna end up doing is deleting the agricultural station and building a high-tech station, so it can reinforce the ground base. That would make more sense. And the other side, I'm building a civilian outpost. I don't know how that's gonna work. Let's see.
Landing gear deployed.
But I have a refinery next to it, and the relay's still in orbit. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Yeah. No, I'm just trying different things, dude. I'm just experimenting because
Good to have you with
there's
us,
no
Commander.
clear, definitive, way to actually colonize. Do this, do that. So I'm like localizing different economies and trying different things out. See if I can double up on economies and all that. Yeah. I'm just trying things out. It's no big deal. You can make mistakes trying things out. But I don't know how the other port
Cargo hold at
is
maximum
going to be,
capacity.
if it'll pick up the refinery or not. So that's a good question. Because it's a T1. Is it going to pick up the relay high tech or is it going to pick up the refinery?
Landing gear retracted.
Vessel is free, clear for departure.
Careful. You gonna do Robigo Luns with that new Linux? Yeah, it looks like it could haul a bunch of people.
Port perimeter exceeded. Watch yourself out there,
Frameshift
Commander.
drive charging.
Yeah, I like that it's a medium ship.
4, 3,
Wonder what else. Maybe it can be like a, cause it has, dude. It has hard points. It has some, but like Meccan pointed out. See, he did his stream. I said in my stream yesterday. I was reading it, and the first thing I saw was Class 5 distro. I'm like, ah. So you got the hard points, right? But you got the distro, which is gonna starve the weapons. So it's not you're not gonna be able to get off more than two. If it's an Imperial hammer, let's say 2 shots before you have to recharge. Yeah. So I mean, I was thinking 3 Imperial hammers and 2. I can't even think of him. What? Change what? I don't know. Yeah, I ran Rubigo Corsair. About 100 passengers. I ran Rubigo with Corsairs. No, dude, a Corsair. Yeah, so I did your T8. I did like a build, only 100, and then with 108 or 105 with a Corsair. And actually, the speed was better. Everything was better on it. So I just went with the Corsair. I ran Rubigo with Corsairs. But I don't see the appeal to doing Rubigo. I don't see the appeal. Yeah. Does have a class 7 thrusters, but the only problem is the distro, man. The distro looks weak. It looks very weak. Okay. Right.
orbital flight engaged. Docking request granted.
Yeah, I had 105 on the Corsair cabin-wise. I didn't even get filled up to 80 because it was just not enough passengers. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah. I don't know. The first thing I'm doing with it is building a destroyer, the Lynx destroyer. I'm gonna make it a combat ship. So let's see what happens. I'm probably gonna put shock cannons on it. I'll try shock cannons. Let's see. Yeah, they're rescue missions. Yeah, you're right. What name can I give this? I don't like this. Okay. Let's keep going. 5740.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Hey, Tortoise is back. Oh no, he's not saying. Only one that says something was Orgaby. Yeah, you're a moderator. I'm kind of excited about Operation. The only thing I didn't agree with what Megan said was, there's no end game to Odyssey. I think this is the end game. I think they're building the end game now. So, I mean, the only thing that I'm concerned about are the bounties, the bonds for ground, because that's what he said too. I said the same thing. There's really no rewards. And the combat is bad, but I don't think he's been playing lately, because let me tell you, the combat's definitely different. It's definitely different. The ground combat is definitely different. I just don't like naysayers. But he says Odyssey, there's nothing to do in Odyssey. Well, what about ground scanning the plants? Like, that's part of exploration. People love doing that. People love going out and scanning plants. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to do kind of like a MMORPG style kind of missions. And they're trying to put operations on the back of that P2P system that keeps on crashing every 2 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why. Could be I'm using a VPN to talk to you and to stream. Yeah. As soon as we get to 4, then we have issues. Once we get a 4th person.
Sorgan, Peterson, Delta, Romeo, Alpha.
Remember that time we were all 3 of us together and we brought Joey on and it threw me out?
Please head directly for
It was
Bay
impossible to get back
0.
on.
You are approved for automated docking.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. It'll be nice for things to work and operations would work for them, and you know, I wish them success. But as soon as they said operations, and I said, and they said December, so this is 4 months later. Now they're going to 6 months later, and they're having the same issues. They have to revamp the whole fucking thing. They have to start over,
Confirmed contact. Perform
completely
landing
start over. Even Megan said the same thing. Doesn't take a genius to realize that system is bad. You can't put the amount of stress that they're gonna put on the system. You can't do that. Think how many groups they're gonna be. I wish they would just completely, utterly change the system. Yeah, and it has to be more than 4. More than 4 fucking people. 4 people. Give me a break. Up to 4 people.
Cargo hold.
Goodness,
at
4
maximum
people.
capacity.
Anyway. Yeah. 6. 6 and then 12 for a raid.
Landing gear
Minimum 12.
Vessel is free. Take care when exiting the port.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you do in that MMORPG, which was how old? How old is that one? EverQuest. How? 99. It's 27-year-old MMORPG, and they could fit how many? 50, 72 people in the raid, and in this game we can't get 4 without fucking crashing. We can't get 4 without crashing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna fix it unless they completely replace it. That's the only way to fix it. Completely replace the system. Because it's bugged, man. Actually, you can't have more than 3 people in that system. At 4, it starts kicking people out. So I don't know why it kicks people out. Why does it do that? I can't figure that part out. Mm-hmm. That's all they are, griefers, yeah. Mm-hmm. Pirates Yar.
Orbital flight engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Docking request granted.
Who made the boards this time? Did you check? Leaders board? Let's see. Barry Scott. Palm Pilot. Darth Busy. Bob Guy. Simple Guy didn't go on, but Bob Guy, his assault is
Landing
on.
gear deployed.
So I would have made the top. I would have made the second place. That doesn't bother me.
Docking
Yeah.
successful. Engines
But I got tons of stuff to do. I made a list of things I'm gonna do. Like for instance, did you see Abrissa's? It was 5 the other week. It was 5 point something. So tomorrow, what am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm gonna do on foot combat. I'm gonna do some high intensity combat zones. Keep playing with the oppressor and see if I can find a sweet spot for it. Like what's the good range for the oppressor? Because it seems like a certain range takes them out in 3-4 shots. No, I think they were using the oppressors. Okay. Yeah, the R-50, yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
On Saturday, I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna do the Guardian. I think I'm just gonna get the FSD booster and shield reinforcement for the new account. Yeah, let's do that. Like 7 in the morning. I think I'm streaming 7 in the morning. Something like that. It'll be 7 at night your time. It'll be Friday night. And then no, you're not in the morning, you're Friday night. And then in the afternoon, I'm probably gonna do some mining for merits. I gotta find a new place, new location, because that place I was working on, they got the control points to take over the system, so I won't be able to do it anymore. But I was gonna do Friday night, so just land and go down to the Guardian spot. Two of us shouldn't have a problem connecting. Fucking yeah. The one we always go to. The one we always go to. I do. The one we always go to. I think I have it written down. Let's see. Right, it's the NLNC234B3. Sanofi NLNC234. So that's the one. Anyway, that's the one I'm gonna go to. Yeah, that's the one we always go to. It's got the shit in front. I pick up the materials. I don't think we need any data for the things that I want to pick up. I'm not getting any weapons or anything like that, or modules. So just the shield reinforcement and the FST booster. Yeah, on this account they liquidated 34 care packages.
Orbital flight engaged.
Fucking A, dude. I must be full. I haven't gone to the station to check to see how full I am. Yeah. They should. That would have been more.
Request approved.
That would have been
Please
more
head directly
welcome.
for Bay 09er.
No, it wouldn't have been better.
Automated docking initiated.
I think it would have been better. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. That would have been actually fucking better. Way better, man, than giving us a new ship. It would have been way better.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean, what's the problem with the cargo racks? I mean, what's it gonna hurt? It doesn't change the game. They should have done that. They actually should have done that.
Ship is on the ground. Engaging docking restraints.
Well, the Stellar is still for sale and with Arcs and Galactic. I'm gonna get the bottom because I told you about the module. I don't like the modules. Modules I don't like to give back to them. I'm happy that it's the first time I've actually seen you excited about a ship. You know? Yeah. Yeah.
Landing gear retracted.
Restraints released. Clear for departure.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
The burning station. Oh no, it's a burning settlement. The settlement is burning. You're supposed to say, yeah, settlement. Or not settlement, like this, like an outpost, like a mini outpost. So the mini outpost is burning, so you have to come down and save people. Yeah. The hell's this place? Somebody said he thought he was doing great with his T11. They posted a comment until I said that I have 10 accounts. And then I wrote back and said, dude, most of them are inactive. I just use them for colonization. When the highway extends out, 3 I'm going to send to Colonia, and then after that they're going to go 3 more to Beagle Point. So inevitably only 3 will remain in the 3 accounts will remain in the bubble. The other ones will be spread out throughout the galaxy. But then I said I'm gonna have eventually the actual end game will be 15 accounts, 15, because we're talking about the other corners of the galaxy. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 times 3. Yeah, 15 accounts. So it's 4 corners, right, and the center. Yeah, I want to be able to colonize. So I go out there and I'm colonizing, I'm building something. So Oh, goodness. God damn, I hate the gravity well. I can't control a ship when I got gravity well all the time.
Orbital flight engaged.
I'm glad they actually said that they can fix. They need to extend it for another 2 months. So that means they're running into that issue with the P2P. That means they're running into the issue, and they can't connect the lobby and all the players and all that with the P2P. It's just not working. They probably trying to extend the P2P so it could be in a lobby system, or it could be extended to the fleet carriers and all that. But it's not working. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Yeah. Huh?
Docking request granted.
That's probably why they're doing it that way.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Dude, I did a lot of raids solo. When I would at the end, like before I quit the game completely, I would have such an uber freaking character. I would do the raid solo. Now, there's some things you can't do solo, but I would do the raid solo. Some raids I can do solo. And yeah, I don't see the problem in that. I don't see it. And it also has to do with the time, dude. Like, you're on at certain times, other people on certain times. Just, like, you can't find people. Uh-huh. Right. Hey, Tortoise. What's up, buddy? Good to see ya. We're discussing the new ship and operations and the delay. And even I was telling him about what Mekin said. He said the same thing I said. It's got to be the P2P. And he said he's having problems with it. So if he's having problems with it, and I'm having problems with it, then I must have problems. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why. Everybody else has issues, only he doesn't have issues. It doesn't look like a liner, Tortoise. It actually looks like a fighting ship. It looks like a small frigate or something.
Orbital flight engaged.
I'm actually gonna make it. I'm gonna make it a fighter because it's got one large hardpoint, 4 medium. I'm gonna make something out of it. Pack-hound missiles and Imperial hammers, or maybe shock cannons. Yeah, I'm gonna outfit it on Tuesday. So as soon as the servers go live, I'll buy it. Well, not buy it. I'll buy it with credits. I'm not getting the Stellar or the Galactic. I never liked the paint jobs they put in those packages. So I'm just gonna be. I hope so too, but it never is. It never is. Nothing I like. Maybe it's me. I don't like the colors, and then I don't like the fact that they take away your modules. So I'm not gonna go into that discussion, but in any case, they should have different colors for it. You know, I'm going for the black. You know, I want the black.
Delta Romeo Alpha. We hope you enjoy your stay at this terrestrial
Of
port.
course, the Lynx Destroyer.
Request approved. Clear
The
to
Lynx
conduct
Destroyer, man.
Niner. Automate
No, I'll when they come out with a pink paint job, then I'll make it into a luxury liner. If it's pink. No, they won't have pink. They won't have pink. I'll call it the Pacific Princess. Do you remember what movie had the Pacific Princess? The Love Boat. Very good. You won a new car.
Landing gear deployed.
The Love Boat. It does. It does. It does. It does. Yeah, so yeah, but it's like Tortoise says, it's too rough to be too rough for a liner.
Docking
You know,
complete.
it's rough for a liner.
Dispatched. Welcome
She looks like a cargo, like a carrying, like a cargo ship or something. Like it was Star Trek, the Star Wars. There's like a there's one of the combat ships that look like it. Yeah. Yeah.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
We'll see if it can actually work, because the distro's 5. So even Megan saw that. Megan said the same thing I said. The first thing I noticed was the distro's 5. I'm like, oh fuck. So you really can't have really powerful weapons on it. Yeah. I love Space Outlaw Shield.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, I think you're right. They should have just gone with maybe one or two classic non-engineered cargo racks, pre-engineered cargo racks, and just gone with a paid system for the ship. People would have gone fucking batshit crazy for pre-engineered cargo racks. 2 6s? 2 6s? Oh my! Yeah, please fuck up the whole game. Here, I'll give you a list. I'll give you a list. give you. Yeah, okay, I'll give you a list. Here's a list. Fuck this up too, please. Sidewinder. Nah, 2 6s would have been nice, man. 2 more 6s. I want 2. Okay, 1. 1. That's fine. 1 is fine. 1 is fine. I'd be grinding all day and all night to make sure I get that 1. Well, I think they're watching this stream, dude. They're watching the stream for sure. Because we're always on. Like, look at my list of how many videos we're doing in the next 8 days. I got 8. In the next 7 days, I have 8 videos, right? 8 live videos. So we're always on. Okay, I don't have the peoples, but I will eventually. There'll be a. Yeah, YouTube hates me. Yeah, us, because I use curse words sometimes. So, but I'm sure they watch us. I'm 100% sure, because remember there was a time I said I don't think anybody at FDev loves us or loves this game, and I don't think they play the game. So they came on in the last podcast, and they're like, "We played the game. We played." They were telling everybody what they played. No, they don't play the game. That guy said one of the devs was French or whatever. He said he plays the Corsair. If he plays the Corsair, he would have noticed the glare off the fucking the windshield when you're next to the sun or any kind of bright object. Okay. You never fish? Yeah. Yeah, in combat, it's got a problem when you're doing when you're in a sunny area or like bright area. You're gonna get the glare on the dash.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, we did. Seriously. The Corvette and the cutter. They gotta have some kind of ranking. Imperial or yeah. Well, he said he's gonna take it. I knew he was gonna do that. I told you he's gonna take the ship out against a Hydra. He's gonna take out the new links against the Hydra. I knew he was gonna do that. I just knew it.
Docking request granted.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I like everything, dude. No, it's not. It's not. I like everything. I'm actually a balanced player. Like you look at the list. I'll even do power play. I do mining. I do colonization. Not so much space combat because I can only do a little bit of it for streaming purposes, guys. I can't really do much space combat because I would have to do like 2 hours worth, and after 30 minutes I get like spasms. I get too nervous because I'm too focused.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
No. I think they're gonna find the militaristic side. I think they're gonna find him. They're gonna bring him back to life.
Ship released.
And then the
Engines engaged.
Raxla is the vegetation side, the vegetarians. Vegemita Maya. Yep. Or they're the ones who made the Thargoids.
Drive charging.
They made the Thargoids. And the Thargoids were trying to save us.
4, 3,
The mech side,
engage.
the militaristic side was in the war with Outbreak. You know, do you see the picture from the burr pit that has like two-tone? I hope that's one of the paint jobs. I like that paint job. But I want blue and orange. I want blue and orange. I like blue and orange. That's my favorite. Blue and orange. Dark blue and orange. They gotta do a bunch of stuff with the carriers. They gotta do a bunch of stuff. If they want to make money, they have to do a little bit of work. Like Odyssey has no love. There's no gun. There's no new guns for how many years now? 3 years. Mekin was making a comment about other games, blah blah blah. Other games has 50-something guns. You got different versions of gun. We got what, 3, 4? We don't have that many guns that we can say, okay, we got a good version of guns. Shields, suits. Yeah, so they need to do some work on weapons. And that could be something for arcs. You know, open like a new... The paint jobs too, they suck. I mean, paint jobs for the guns suck, man. Literally, you put a dragon on your fucking rifle. Oh my god. And then that would be a good location for customization. Like you can design your own paint jobs and shit, your own stuff that you can put on your gun. Which one? That one? Burr Pit? Yeah, I did. Galnet too. I watched them all. Yeah. Uh-huh. No, but that's not ours, dude. That's Frontline. We're not... Okay. Yeah, but it's not ours. It's front lines. That stays near the actual combat zone or the area where we have the operations. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. What they need to do is dress stuff up, man. They need to start dressing stuff up. They want to make more money. They have to fucking go to work. Not this lazy coding shit. Yeah.
Orbital flight
Uh-huh.
engaged.
Yeah. Right. Mm. Right.
Zorgan Peterson, Delta Romeo Alpha, we're pleased to have you with us. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Access granted.
Need to hire more coders. Need to do more work on this stuff.
You are approved for automated docking.
And naming the systems, naming the planets, personalization, giving us an apartment at least, if not a house or a manor or something. You know. It's ownership. Ownership means everything. Ownership means immersion. Immersion, people stay in game. If they stay in game, they spend more money. Yeah. Yeah, I want my name on the fucking things that I built. I built so many things. I got no name. My name is done on, you know, I want my name in the system where I built the shit. On the stations. I don't want other people to own it.
Docking complete. Commence
Yeah,
power
but
down.
and I'm not making any fucking more money. I don't understand that shit. That's impossible. That's really impossible. I'm not making any more money. So that means they cap you. They capped you. They cap you at a certain amount, probably. So I'm taxed at what? 50%? What is this? Yeah, and I got 3.6 million. So what? They just take.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yeah.
Landing gear retracted.
Vessel is free. You may climb to escape altitude.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Mm-hmm. So right now, the Kestrel's the only ship's gonna be in. It's gonna come out soon, right? For credits. So that means I won't have any ships in the mill. Not till January, not till June. Well, my accounts, my alts, that's what they have. But I was trying to make a video with all the ships in the game, so I've never finished that video though. I enjoy it. It's a creative thing. Keeps my mind going, because I'm losing my mind as it is every day I'm here. No. You were talking so much about. I want to see the game. I want to see you play it. But you were talking so much about Fallout. But I'm not gonna go and buy the game and then add. I have to add all the modules. Hello, Angry Coyote. Welcome. Yeah. Well, all I wanted to do is see you play the game. It's no big deal. I can wait. Or next time you play, it's just be on in Discord, so you can at least stream it from Discord. I can watch you play in Discord. But you say it's base building mostly, right? The game.
Orbital flight engaged.
Hey, did you hear about that thing, the new, you get a tick bite, you might get this disease that makes you allergic to red meat and dairy? What the hell is that shit? I never heard that shit before. Is that like a Bill Gates thing? No, it says it started in Massachusetts and Connecticut.
Docking request granted.
Massachusetts, Connecticut. That's what they said. Massachusetts? No. Oh, we blame the Canadians for everything. Let's blame the Canadians for everything. That's it. Blame the Canadians for the Iranian war. It's their fault. Angry Coyote. I am working on a ground settlement, ground outpost and I'm experimenting with a few things, seeing what works with what. But so far, the consensus is that these ground outposts, the T1s, are pretty much useless for colonization, in my opinion, because they require to have a relay to have a large shipyard. But once you add a relay, it becomes a high-tech station. So the only thing you can build on the T1 ground outpost is high-tech stations. So it doesn't look like you can put a refinery or anything else. So I'm trying to do the second one, a second T1 ground outpost with I picked a colony. I picked a colony. They'll still have a relay in orbit, but I've already finished a refinery that's next to it, and I want to see what economy is generated from this endeavor. So I'm experimenting right now because I have other systems. So before I go there to these other systems and build stuff, I want to experiment here and kind of get an idea of if it works. And if it doesn't work, and plus they give me points anyway, so I'm getting like construction points, which I need. But if it doesn't work, then those systems that I'm going to, like for instance, there's a dodeck in space with 5 locations on the surface. So those systems I want to see what I can build. So right now it looks like in that area, that the dodeck is in, I'm probably gonna have a T3 on the surface because it doesn't look like the T1s actually work. Do you get to name it? Yeah, you can name it. It's an outpost, or it's kind of like a Coriolis in space, but it's on the surface. It used to be a T2 before March 3rd of last year, but they downgraded it to T1. It's actually 1.5 the size. It's about half the size of a T2. It's not exactly a T2, but it shouldn't be categorized as a T1. It's about half the size of a T2. So, but it only has one economy. It can only have one economy. Not like a Coriolis or like a T3 can have multiple economies, right? So in this case, that's the situation. So that's what I'm doing right now. So you can name it, you just can't give it color and stuff like that, like a orbital station. So we'll see what's going on. Okay, we're back. OBS is back. Wonderful. Sorry for the connection. I'm always having problems with YouTube. It's not YouTube. It's not my OBS. It's actually YouTube. It doesn't seem to be having a good time. You still there, Kix? Or you're disconnected? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so colonization is my thing. I like colonization. Pretty much I do everything for colonization, and it's my thing. So even power play, I guess right now I think colonization is the end game for this game, because I really enjoy colonization. It actually makes me relaxed, and I like building things. I like building things. It's fun. Yes, I'm experimenting with another station. This time it's gonna be a colony. It's a colony, and I'm going to see if it can be manipulated to have the refinery instead of tech. So let's see. Maybe I built it wrong. Maybe I built that other station wrong, but it's okay. That's the whole point of building in this game. You can make mistakes, but it still gave me points. I got construction points, which I need. So I think I need 11. I need 6 more. I got 5 right now. Well, it's that's part of it. It's like there's a lot. If you haven't played this game, and it seems like I don't think you have. I'm not sure if you have or not. But if you haven't played this game yet, it has a lot of aspects. It has a lot of things to do. Like if you look at my list of videos that I'm actually going to stream in the next 7 days, there's always something different. Actually, I can do more, but some things I just can't spend 2 hours or 3 hours doing.
Landing permission denied.
And
Stand by for landing pad availability.
it's not
Request
available.
denied. Please wait for
So
landing pad availability.
so basically, okay. They brought in a lot more stuff. Star Wars says, could you build a military system where anywhere in the system and it will give you a T1 planetary? I don't understand your question. Oh, you could build. I have a military installation. And it will give you a T1 planetary port and shipyard. But that's not the point, Star Wars. What I'm trying to do is experiment to see if a T1 can have the shipyard and be a refinery at the same time. Okay? So this way I can get CMM composites and ceramic composites on the surface. So it's not about having a shipyard. I have plenty of other stations that have shipyards and all that stuff. It's not about the shipyard. I'm just experimenting here because when I build in another system and make another hub, I want to be kind of like prepped. You get my point? I want to kind of be prepped for it and
Landing permission denied. Stand by for
and
landing
just
pad
know that I can do it. Because right now it doesn't look like I can build a small outpost. Okay?
permission authorized.
A small outpost and it having to be a refinery. So the only thing that I'm going to have to build on a surface to have a surface and a orbital, both refineries, is a T3. So I have to build another T3 on a surface. And I've already built, I've already built in orbit. I built a Dodec. I actually built it with my squadron. So it's in orbit right now, and on the surface there's 5 planetary locations that I can build settlements and what have you. So on the surfaces, I'm thinking, what am I going to build on the surface? So that's why I'm experimenting here. It's I need the construction points anyway, so I'm building these things to figure out if I can just build a T1. And that's all I need to build, but it doesn't look like I can. So we'll see next Thursday. We'll see when
It's good to have you with us, Commander.
the tick happens and servers are reset. We'll see then what happens. But yeah, I'm just trying to see what is the best thing to do. This way, when I leave the system and I'm done, I don't have to do anything else in the system, and I'm going somewhere else. I already have the experience. No. It's not about the shipyard. It's really about having a refinery and a shipyard in the same location. It's about having a refinery and a shipyard together. So right now it doesn't look like you can. So I gotta see.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
In a T1 in this outpost. I'm not sure if you can.
Landing gear retracted.
Restraints released. Clear for departure.
No, I have two. I have one ice station, two T2s, one Dodec, one ground T3 in the system, and this one right here that I just built. Two T1s orbital. So there's a lot in this system. I'll just show you.
Traffic operations signing off.
This is my main hub that I use to build the bridge, but I got a T1 surface here, T1 orbital. I'm building a T1 surface here. Okay, I have a T3 surface over here. Okay, two Corioluses, one Dodec. The initial first where the flag was here, there's a T1, and I have an ice station here. So this is the main hub. This is my main system so far. And I'm trying to get construction points so I can build another T2 where this location. In this location. But that's the plan. Let's see.
Frame shift drive charging.
So I got a lot going on.
4, 3, 2.
But now I'm finished with the system as a hub, so it's a full-fledged hub. It has everything that you need for construction. To build if you want to build away from here, like you want to build out somewhere, you can come here for your materials. But I want to do another location and build another hub at that location for use in the bridge. It says, the instructions say, the description for says that T1s can only have one economy. So if you want a shipyard, you have to build a relay. Building a relay gives the T1 a high-tech economy. So I don't think you could have a high-tech and a refinery in one on a T1, not a T2 or T3. Okay. So the actual description of it says that you could only have one economy. That's why I'm saying it's not my doing or anything like that. But I'm trying things out. Let's see if I'm wrong. And we'll test it out. We'll see. I don't know. So we'll test it out. But so far, see, on this planet that I just came from, that I loaded up, it said high tech, right? So I built an agricultural settlement, figuring maybe it'll double up or affect it somehow, and it didn't. Okay, it didn't. It didn't affect the economy at all. It's still high tech, so it doesn't. It hadn't changed, and there is no agricultural stuff in the station to say that it's changed. So Zimon says, "Ah, cool. I never understood this game. Isn't it just an economy simulator? Never understood any of those big orange menus." Okay, doesn't the relay as strong link just give you a cartographer? No, it gives you. The relay is supposed to give you the shipyard. At least that's what the instructions say. How many points do you need for T2 Coriolis that is not in a primary port? You need, right now I need 11. 11. So I got 6. I got 5, so I need 6 more. But to give you an idea, I need 24 of the large ones. That I'll never do. Is it? I'm not exactly sure about Xbox, man. You know. Normally, when you first start out, you just need 3. You need 3. That's it. 3 T2 construction points. I don't know if it's playable on Xbox or any with an Xbox controller. Yeah. You can set it up. There is Zimon. There is actually. Yeah, it works well. There's people using Xbox controllers to play a game. Yeah.
Docking request granted.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people play with Xbox controller or just or PS controller. Lots of people. They prefer it that way. I'm a keyboard mouse kind of guy, so old fashioned. You know. I'm kind of like your grandpa. He only likes it one way, and that's it. I tried. Do I need all the DLCs to make it playable? There's only one DLC, so when you purchase the original game,
Docking successful.
it's Elite Dangerous, and then there's Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Odyssey is the on foot stuff. I recommend you get both. You're gonna get a lot more content. Okay. Out of having both, and they have sales all the time. I think there's going to be a sale soon for it. Don't we have Memorial Day or something this month coming up? I don't even know, but there should be a sale coming up soon. Yeah, it's almost every other month they have a sale. So the last time for both versions it was like $9 for both versions, and I don't know anything that costs $9 anymore. So
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
yeah, the deluxe edition has everything. Yeah, so it's got. So it's last time it was like $9, $8.80 or something like that. I got one of my accounts for $2 in October. I couldn't pass it up. It was $2 in October. I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna get it.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know, $2. Crazy.
2, 1, engage.
Yeah. Remember, I did the VPN thing with Malaysia, and then I ended up getting it for free. That was the 9th account. 8th and 9th account, I barely didn't pay anything for it. But I have multiple accounts basically for colonization. So I load up my fleet carriers and I send them out, and then I unload it in the location. So it's easier that way. I don't have to fly back and forth. That's my way of doing things. And I have 10 right now because it takes about 10 to actually build a T3, to build a Dodec. 10 fleet carriers. Imagine that. Yeah, Horda setups. There's if you want to check it out, go to Ghost Giraffe website. YouTube channel, and he plays with nothing but Hordas. So he has a specific one that you can set it up pretty easy also. Yeah, he gets free Horduses. I'm old fashioned. I tried a Hodus, and it's because it's so high up. And it's not by my side or like in a regular combat chair. Yeah, but exactly. Angry Coyotes, they work great, so he's right. Hoduses work great for this. So, actually, probably the new fighter that they came out with, using Hoduses would probably be the best thing ever. Because the fire is super nimble. Super nimble, and you need kind of like that flexibility. Desk drop down plates. Ooh, I didn't think of that. God damn, I hate gravity wells. They're like 60 on Amazon? Okay. That's good to know. Anyway. Forgive my old-fashionedness, but that's, Yeah, PvP, there's a new fighter that is so nimble, so flexible, so you have to fly with Hoduses. You can't fly with mouse and keyboard. It's an amazing fighter, actually. Has some great weapons also. I use them for my VKB Hoduses. What the hell? Another goddamn... Oh my god. This gravity well's killing me, dude. It really is killing me. Yeah, it's good afternoon, Hawk. How are you, buddy? Those things are Hoduses, and where you can play with controller. I think didn't Witch play with a controller? And and you play with Hoduses, don't you?
Frameshift
Yeah.
drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Thundermaster. That's nice. Okay.
Zorgan Peterson, Delta, Romeo, Alpha. It's good to have you with us, Commander. Please submit a docking request before
That's
landing.
it's very interesting, you know, very very interesting.
Access
But
granted.
the
Clear
problem
telemetry
with that
docking
is
bay
you have to pay a
0.
lot of money for the ships.
Automated
The
docking
game has
initiated.
glitching all the time. You need to buy insurance to make sure you can keep those ships. The game is not finished. It's still an alpha. So it's not really a game. So you can't compare potatoes with oranges. When Star Citizen becomes a game, I and probably 3/4 of the server will probably go to Star Citizen when it becomes a game. But it's not a game yet and probably never be a game. So to boost Star Citizen, it's not cool.
Gear deployed.
Okay, this is first of all, this is a Elite Dangerous stream. It's not a Star Citizen stream. And I didn't come here bashing Star Citizen at all. Okay? So, Star Citizen, in my opinion, is not a game yet. When it becomes a game, then we can talk about it. Till then, you know, have fun throwing money out the window because
Commence power down.
you might never see that money ever
Enjoy your
again.
stay.
No, it's almost $800 million in a fucking game, and they haven't finished it yet. That's ridiculous. And it's glitchy as hell. And they have some kind of protocol. It's called the Dark Forest Protocol. That's why you guys can't stay on the server. Okay, it throws you off the server every once in a while. It's basically because that protocol is glitching the whole game. That's why they can never go beta. They'll never actually go beta because of that they built it with this protocol in the game, and they basically are fucked over right now. They can't do anything with it. So all they can do is keep asking people for ships and for money, but it's never going to become a game.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, so it'll never become a game. It doesn't matter who. It's not our map. It's the map of the galaxy. So it's there. So, but the thing is when it becomes a game, then we can talk about it. Till then, I really don't want to bother talking about it. I played Star Citizen for about 5 minutes, and I said, okay, I don't want to do this. It's the actual learning curve for Star Citizen is super high. The learning curve is super high because there's no tutorials. I'm not gonna go and watch a million videos online and see. No one's actually making tutorials for how to play Star Citizen from the get-go. And the fact is, it's open play, right? So guess what? I got ganked twice trying to land on the planet so I can do a mission. I got ganked. I ended up in a hospital twice. So I'm like, oh, fuck this. I'm not going to do this. I can get ganked in Elite Dangerous. So thank you very much. So please don't compare Star Citizen with Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous overall is a general game. It's not a one thing. So they got space combat. They got ground combat. They got colonization. They got power play. They got BGS. Star Citizen doesn't have BGS. Sorry. You don't even know what BGS is. Star Citizen does not have BGS. So, but when they decide to actually release it, then I can talk about it. I'll start streaming Star Citizen. But right now, in my honest opinion, Star Citizen will never be a game. If with $1 billion they have not been able to actually become a game yet, they never will. $1 billion, dude. $1 billion. That's the GDP of some small nations. Give me a break. Yeah. And they're actually, you guys are helping them build a game engine, a graphics engine. That's what you guys are helping them do. And you're paying for them. You're paying to build that graphics engine, which they'll sell to companies like Unreal Engine. That's what they're doing right now. That's their cash cow. Yeah. Yeah, the background simulation, no other game has this. And so it's unique to Elite Dangerous, and it's really something special. Okay, it makes the game alive. Makes the game alive. So you really can't compare Elite to Star Citizen. That's right. This game's an 11-year-old game. It's been out 11 years. This is a working model. It's actually working. It's actually live. It has people playing it all the time. Yeah, it's Black Forest or Dark Forest. They have some kind of protocol they use for their servers, and basically that is not allowing them to advance. And they'll always have issues with their servers. Always. Period. So they will never become a game. So keep throwing money into Star Citizen, people. You know, just send it to me. I'll send you a PO box and just send me the money you want to. You want to spend $20,000 on a fucking spaceship? Send it to me. No, there isn't. It's a live service game. There's no offline version of it. They probably will in the future have something like that. Maybe. I don't want to say no, but I think they will, because the laws in Europe changed a little bit. So they're going to have some kind of offline version eventually.
Docking request granted.
I spent $45 in Star Citizen. I played 15 minutes, and that's about it. I said no. I mean, it's not. There's no. You're thrown into the fucking game like right away with most elite players. So I have the stupidest fucking ship with nothing, no shields. Like basically that I bought. Right? I get ganked and destroyed in 2 seconds. So again, I try to do the mission. Ganked and destroyed in 2 seconds. So I said, okay, I can't do the mission. I'm not going to be able to land on this planet. These guys are waiting for me to come down and land. So I decided, yeah, they steal your shit. There was nothing to steal. I had no cargo, nothing. So I said, okay, this is waste. Starfield was another waste of money. $100 that I played for a month. You have to use modules to play it. Everything is instance to instance. All right. There's no immersion like in Elite Dangerous, where you have 1 billion fucking star systems to go and explore. So I was highly disappointed in the $100 I spent on that one. So all in all, I spent less money in Elite Dangerous and I get more for my money. You know? Yeah, no, you just might as well be solo for a while. If you want to play PvP, you're in trouble. Yeah, there is some programs, dude. They have some kind of yeah, there is face and eye tracing. There is. Yeah. For the money, for the value, it's in my opinion it's worth $40, but they sell it for 20. For when it's on sale, you get it for $8.90, $9, $10. So it's worth every penny. Okay, and then when you come in the game, you actually find that you don't have one ship that you had to buy. Okay, you have like over how many ships there's right now, dude? I don't even know, 50 ships. Yeah, there's no VR for yeah, close to 50. So there's no VR for on foot, and on foot combat is getting better. They used to be like wet noodles before the latest AI boost that they gave them. But it's not gonna be, Call of Duty or Halo 3. So it's not meant to be a FPS game. It's meant to be an overall space sim. So yeah, they have great graphics, but nothing works. So what are you doing in the game right now? Just flying circles? I'm actually transporting. I'm transporting. If you notice, I'm keep checking my inventory. I'm transporting material from Dragon Terminus to this location where I'm colonizing to build a settlement. So it's one of my settlements that I'm building on this planet. I'll give you a look. So right now, I am transporting material from this location, this planet, to this planet. Okay? And so I'm building a planetary outpost, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not flying around in circles or anything like that. That's what I'm doing. But it's one of the game features that it has. You can colonize and build things. Okay? So besides combat, besides ground combat, besides all those other things that it has, you can do a lot with this game. I can play this game for, let's say, a week straight, do something different every day. There's not one thing that's the same. So this Dragon Terminus I built myself, right? So I'm using the materials that it has in the commodities market, loading up this hauler and taking it to the other location where there's a construction location where they're building that new location, a new terminus, let's say, a new terminus. So I'll have two.
Orbital flight engaged.
I can even tell you about Fallout 4. My buddy here can. Say something, Kix. Oh, you can't say anything because you're not. Ah, shit. It's not. Wait. They can't hear you. Am I? Hold on a second. They can't hear you because the thing's not working. Like the Discord's not working. Here. Try now.
I heard you go metallic for a second.
There you
How's
go.
that?
There you go. Now they can hear you.
Now, in Fallout 4, we're actually building settlements, like piece by piece. Here, you kind of put down, what do you call it? And it takes so many different items. Like some of these can take you a long time to build, but you're pretty much just transporting stuff back and forth to a build site.
So Zimmon
Yeah,
is basically a build site that you're bringing materials to, and it's a macro build. You're not building the buildings, or the structures, or the lighting, or you're building the whole settlement all at once. So you transport the materials, what it needs to build this whole settlement in this one location. Whereas in probably Fallout, like No Man's Sky, they have a micro build. So you build a building and you put whatever you want in there, furniture or paint it a certain way. Then you can build another building next to it. That's kind of like No Man's Sky 2, where you're building different buildings. This one is just all at once. You build everything all at once, which it's kind of like I say it's a macro construction site, while the other places like Fallout and No Man's Sky is like a micro construction site.
At least he hit the right word. See, that's the correct word for this. It's really not a game, it's a sim that's becoming a game slowly over time.
Yeah, agreed.
And we keep saying that, but
which hurts my feelings because I love the game so much. But it's a sim. He's right. It is a sim. And one of the most enjoyable things about this sim is going out into the black and seeing all the different locations and stuff that they have there. If you have a chance, go to anara.cz and go look at the pictures that people are taking of the solar systems, of the planets. There's a lot out there. I played Space Engineers for about 10 minutes. I couldn't get into it.
I watch people play it, and I could sit and watch it, but I don't. It's not a game for me personally.
Yeah, that's more even a micro construction. That's even more detailed construction.
But I'm a Fallout freak, definitely.
Yeah, the bud here is a Fallout freak. So I've been talking to you all this time, and I didn't have the application capture going. Okay, so I loaded up if you notice, I loaded up with 1,200 tons of titanium. Now I'm going to the other location to drop it off. See, Fallout. Yeah, he's into Fallout. He's got 100 mods on his Fallout game. He loves Fallout.
I try not to run that many mods on it.
He loves Fallout.
I think I'm at 125. There's people that run like 1,000. I try to keep it somewhat normal, but most of my mods are build mods. So. Yeah, my girl doesn't look like Dolly Parton. I don't use that either. The body side stuff.
Yeah, I don't like Star Citizen. When it becomes a game, when it goes to beta, then I'll like it. I don't even know if Squadron 42 is going to come out.
You know what? The hype behind it it's so over. It's done. Like he cut his own throat. That's all I gotta say. He cut his own throat. Like promises, and then nothing happens. But gets $1 billion.
Didn't they supposed to
And
do
in
Squadron
30 minutes
42
was
right
like
now
crap.
in May? They're supposed to launch in May.
I heard that they were launching it, but I don't know. I don't pay attention to that news at all because I'm sick of the guy.
Yeah, it's supposed to launch it in May. Something like that.
You know, just talking about this, it has me thinking something. It's on the subject, but like, what is our exploration number now? Like, I don't know how much of the galaxy we have actually explored.
Not a lot.
I
It's
remember it
still
was
under
only like
1%.
26.
It's still under like 1%, I think. Can you ask your buddy if there's a Fallout 4 mod that can remove the legendary effects from weapons to attach them to another weapon?
Yes, there is. There is.
He says you can hear him, right? Can you hear him in chat? Actually, I just turned up his volume.
Yeah, there is, and I don't know the freaking name of it.
What time is it?
Orbital flight
2
engaged.
hours. Tomorrow night I'm going to be doing ground combat. And yes, Jack, I'm going to be using I'm going to use the oppressor. I'm going to oppress myself with the oppressor. I want to try it again. I want to find a sweet spot. There's got to be a sweet spot for the oppressor. But then I'll switch to shotgun if I have problems. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll do conflict zones. Probably for a few hours. High intensity conflict zone. I gotta find one with us. It seems like the Hutton Orbital Space Truckers are my lucky charm. And I'm gonna do it with them. I'm gonna try to find something with them. They used to be, man, but people stopped doing that. They used to be. Oh, races. In this game, like races in different
Nah, we're all
races?
human.
No, they don't have that. Just human race, man. Not yet. Maybe one day we'll have races. Yeah, so far it seems like we're one of 3 races in the galaxy, and one died out, went extinct. One we exterminated. Yeah, he wasn't talking about that. He was talking about like species. Stone. Oh, Starship Racing. Yeah. I'm probably gonna
The
start doing that
SRVs.
soon, dude. I'm gonna actually probably
Hey.
start doing that soon.
You should show them the SRVs.
SRV racing there's a lot more SRV racing than there is Starship Racing.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
But that's kind of like why I built this in this you see this valley here? Okay, if you go down that way about 200 kilometers, there's a refinery. So I built that as a waypoint, so you can basically maybe even race this canyon. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, the community does the racing and stuff. They do the SRV racing, they do the ship racing. But because of the Thargoid War, we stopped doing a lot of things. There was a war. We fought these massive, mega-sized city-like structures, alien structures, called Titans. And yeah, since then, pretty much the community kind of stopped doing it, right? But I think we're gonna bring that back. I think we're gonna bring that back.
Can't find that mod, but I know there is one. It could have something to do with workbenches. You have to look it up. I just can't find it.
Yeah, they have events, but there's a lot of they'll post it at the forums, and sometimes Galnet and Burpit, who they have their own channels, they actually will tell you, hey, there's gonna be a race, buckyball racing, and they do SRV racing, and then the construction sites themselves. Yeah, or when I come over here again, I'll show you. But actually, construction site itself looks like a racetrack. So you can actually race, and the best one I think is the high-tech settlements. They have these loops and these jump ramps that you can jump off of. So you can use your SRV to race in these locations. So they have events all the time. These guys who usually do the events are out in the black right now. They're doing a special function. They call it the Distant World 3, and they should finish next month. And who's the one who does it, dude? Who does the racing? I forgot his name.
I know Ghost does something.
Alec
I
Turner.
forget
That's
who
it.
says
Alec Turner. That's his name. Alec Turner. His he has a channel, and he also has a forum thread. But he does it, and another friend of ours who's in Squadron here, he also has it. Yeah, they had it was a long event. The actual Distant World was a very long event. And
that's the thing about this game. Like, some of this stuff was planned years in advance. Like
Yeah.
Distant Worlds, I think, was like over a year in the planning. This Distant Worlds 3. And how many months is it? Like 4 or 5 months.
yeah, 6 months. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been
That was
since
from Christmas.
yeah,
it was after
was
Christmas.
it was after Christmas or before Christmas?
I think it was after.
I
They
remember
waited till after
November.
the holidays, I think.
No, didn't they start in January? They announced in November and December, but they started in January, I think.
Yeah, well, sign-ups. It was announced when they
Yeah.
started planning for it.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be 5 months. So it's supposed to end next month.
Yes,
yes, and
unfortunately,
that's unfortunately
the camera
yes,
system.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
the cameras.
and they have no intention of going third-person view. I came from No Man's Sky and I like third-person view, but I got used to first-person. Not a big deal. You know, I can't see my outfit, which would be cool to see. I have to take a picture
Can't
to
see
see
the pretty
it.
colors on your ship unless you get out and look at it.
Yeah.
Alpha, it's good to have you with us, Commander. Please submit a docking request before landing.
Yeah, but right now he's flying the biggest, slowest ship in the game.
Yeah,
the
so
space snail.
you can't actually see it because it's too dark.
Well, when you get down there, just get out and show it to them. Turn your lights on.
But you know, when
Yeah,
I go back to
you're
the
not seeing
office,
nothing
I
there.
like to marvel at the beauty of my ships when they're flying. Yeah, man, this is a big, big, big ship, super size. Yeah,
He's
when I stop, I'll show you when I get out at the other location. The other location was sun came out, so that's good.
this ship is just immense, and when this one came out, people were pumped because it hasn't been in the game since 1984. I think it was 84. That
Yeah.
version of Elite, the first one.
Docking complete. Perform landing checklist. We hope you enjoy your stay.
You should go steal his stuff. See, Dragnoa lives near me. Nobody loves me.
Of almost 600 light seconds from you, or light years. No, it's light years from you. You're basically neighbors. Yeah, in this galaxy, yeah, we're basically neighbors. That's one fleet carrier jump away, almost. Yeah.
In space, there's kind of ways you can do it, but
Cargo hold
not
at
really.
maximum
On
capacity.
ground, yeah.
Yeah, they don't have that yet. They don't have a lot of
Yeah.
things. After Odyssey, they kind of abandoned it for a couple of years. They just didn't do anything with it, not even maintenance. So now they kind of back into it and they revamped it. They started making money on it because they realized that the demographics of this game is a lot better than a lot of other games. There are no kids playing this game. I don't think there's anybody under 18 playing this game.
I don't even know if 18
So most of the people that
not twitching enough.
I know, they all have jobs, they all have a lot of money, and they can spend money. And personally, myself, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't gamble, and I don't womanize. So I have a lot of
Frame shift
let's just say disposable I can do in this game. So that's basically what they got as a demographic.
4, 3,
But you can't go outside the ship. You can go outside the ship once you land on the surface of a planet. Like I'll show you right now. I'm gonna go to the station. We'll have lights so you can see the actual
The
ship
beach.
itself. And there's a pretty good view. This planet has a pretty good view to that gas giant. Let me get out of the orbit of this planet.
Hit the button.
Yeah, like one thing I would love if we can do what Starfield has is like piracy, ship to ship combat. Like you get out of your ship and attack you see, that would be a good alternative for the PvPers, man. Instead of fighting PvP, you get to climb on board the other ship and take it over.
Yeah, now ground PvP could be a ball of fun.
I enjoy it. I actually enjoy it, even though I got blown up myself many times.
It was fun. It was fun in that one CG. You just had to just go in the open. It was a hoot. When we were jumping on the trees. It was
Yeah, it was
freaking
great.
hilarious. People are bouncing all over the place. There's the one thing about this is there's different gravity. Gravity pulls different on different planets. And you get some that have very little gravity. You can actually get launched off the planet, which is cool as hell. They'll launch you into orbit, and then you're pretty much dead, but whatever. Unless somebody comes to rescue you.
I bought Starfield on day one, even sold my Xbox for it. Worst trade of my life. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, dude. It was pretty disappointing to me. I realized at that point, like, these guys are just launching shit. You know,
Microsoft for you.
but they made $1 billion off of it in the first quarter. Microsoft's stock price went up. Everything was great. So what do they care, right? The product is shit. They figure they can fix it in time.
Orbital flight engaged.
See, like there's
Okay.
the refinery there, Makel's Prospect. So this valley runs right here. So actually, I can have a race from the refinery, which is about 300 kilometers away, to here, using SRV. I think it's less than 300.
There's some really cool planets out there. You can find it. You can race. They're just insane.
Okay, so I'm gonna hover over the settlement. I'm gonna hover over the settlement, and you can see it has a racetracky kind of feel to it, right? Here's the settlement. Let me stop so I don't crash. Stop.
Not really, Zim. I just heard from Kingath was talking about it a little bit last night. And yeah, most of the modders abandoned fixing it.
Okay, so check this out. This is the actual base. This is actual place, right? So you see how it like loops around? It has like a track feel to it, and you got those yellow posts. You see the yellow posts? The north part, the east, and it kind of loops around. It looks like an actual racetrack. You see it even has the guardrails there. That's the actual, and there's different settlements have different kind of shapes.
Docking request.
So the best one I've seen so far is the high-tech one. Yeah, let me go outside. You can see how big this fucking thing is. It's massive. I like the
It's
view
so
too.
huge. It's so huge. It barely fits through what we call a mail slot to get into stations, base stations. You gotta wiggle it just a little bit to get in it.
Yeah.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Let me just dump the cargo first. See how much I still need. $17. All right, so let's disembark. We're gonna get out. I don't know what I think I have a combat suit on. Okay, so this is the settlement. Yeah, I have a combat suit. That's the settlement. And here's the ship. And that's the ship.
Yeah, you gotta get out way farther.
Yeah, I gotta get way farther. So that's the ship. That's what it looks like. That's what I was hauling in. But here's the settlement. So you can actually run. You can run like some shit here. You can probably do like red versus blue team and shit. But you can have races here. Like you see these yellow. I don't know what these things are. These lifters,
Cranes.
whatever, cranes.
Lifters.
Cranes.
Yeah, you're bad with words today, like I am. Like
Yeah, I'm like losing my
brain
mind here.
starts
It's these cranes, right? These cranes are. You can like race through these things and go around in circles. But that's my ship that I'm hauling from, bringing stuff here. I can't even get on top of it. I tried like twice already to get on top of it. Like normally.
Yeah, but
you can-
SRVs are they take a while to master.
Are there ships that are small? Yeah, man, they are. They are.
Best
this
ship in
is-
the game.
This is just a hauler, so you know, you want to have the largest hull. Let me see if I can get on.
Go on the side. It's on the side.
Okay, I'm here.
That's just the front.
And I'm on top. Oh, I got on top.
Now you're in the engine.
Oh, yeah, that's an engine. So these are heat ducts. Release heat from the engine. Oh man, my paint is all like chipped and shit. I gotta go and paint it.
And you yell at me.
Look at that. So that's the view. That's what I'm building over there. Which is not bad.
Don't forget your space spoiler. Show them the space spoiler.
Space spoiler. Yeah, this is a space spoiler. I like this color. This is like, this ship doesn't really have good colors. They have like this 1970s pinstriping and it's like, oh my god. So that's the inside of the ship. You see how I told you that they got the inside all done? So they can actually build the actual they can actually let us walk around in the cockpit. Geronimo.
But we can't. Somebody got to fly the damn thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think these are pretty much standard now. The way it looks, this door, and I said they have a wider range because of collision. So I think in the future we'll have ship interiors. Very, very near future.
I think they're working on this right now with that new ship that's coming that has multiple entrances. I think they're working on being able to go up the ramp and actually enter.
The actual paint can ship, the ship systems are detailed. I can't go into it right now. I don't know even how to even start.
Now he's probably talking about like being able to click buttons like in Star Citizen. No, not really.
No, you do have click buttons, man. Come on, you got tons of buttons to click.
Yeah, but you can't click them. You're going into a menu. Saying if they ever do that.
Okay, it's not too no, I played Star Citizen, and Star Citizen is just maybe one step up in complexity compared to Elite Dangerous. You still have pips in Star Citizen, like we have here, the RST system to the right. You have you don't have like start your engine kind of thing, like manual start, what have you.
There is difference. There's a setting there, but that would get annoying.
Yeah,
so go down a checklist and everything. That you would be so annoyed.
Anyway, let's go back, finish off this. I have 2 runs left, and then I think I'll be halfway done.
Oh, you know what time it is?
Nap time?
It's ramen time.
At this hour? It's 9 a.m. in the morning over there. What time do you have ramen? 9 a.m.?
All I got is Takis on my desk. I'm freaking hungry. I didn't eat shit yet. Wait, is today Thursday?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking to evil one into going to Wise Markets tomorrow. I don't give a crap what she wants. Good, I want chicken.
You know, let me just put it this way, Zyman. Basically, playability I think, and then user interface is a lot more casual and easier to do in this game than in Star Citizen. It's easier to the learning curve is easier and shorter.
Don't tell them about the engineers.
Yeah, no, engineers is tough. Engineers very tough. But I found ways around that. At least the first 4 I can do within a couple of hours. It's a fun, for me it's a fun game. It's a relaxing game. It's a fun game. When I want to go fight, I go fight. When I want to construct, I construct. When I want to play politics, I go play politics using power play. When I want to mine, I can go mine. When I want to, go become an assassin, go kill people, because they don't have T-Mobile Galactic, I go and assassinate the whole settlement. Yeah, there are politics. That's the BGS. So you can manipulate the politics of systems and whole sectors. Like for instance, yesterday I was mining for merits to help my faction, Grom, acquire this one system, right? So we were gaining favor and what they call control points. We were gaining favor in this one system by doing these activities. So I was mining for merits. So I was mining in one system and then bringing it to another so we can capture this one system and get it under control. But BGS has a similar thing with minor factions. A minor faction can take over systems, and then you get... I know less about BGS. Faisal Ruddock, he knows a lot more about BGS. But there are major factions, major factions and minor factions. And the minor factions can, you can have, in the past we were able to have our own minor factions. But you can affect what a minor faction does within a certain system and push it to gain control of other systems. So you have politics, espionage. I like assassination and settlement massacres. Sometimes I like to be a mass murderer. Sometimes I don't, But I always carried the Galactic Express card. I never leave my fleet carrier without it. Trade simulation, population simulation, space policy, Stone. Everybody knows more about it than I do. Stone Seal knows a lot more about it. See that? So there are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are friendly and they are enemy.
Ship is on the ground. Ground crew dispatched. We hope you enjoy your stay.
There's a lot to do in this game.
Cargo hold.
Like I said, if you play this for 1 week and you do something, there's something different to play every single day. You can actually do something different every single day. I don't think you can ever get bored. Yeah, you can just... I don't know how many... I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I had more than like 30 items that I needed to talk about within a player's handbook. But it's like so many things. I was like, oh my god, there are literally a lot of things to do in the game. Just missions themselves, ground missions. There's thieving. There's larceny. There, you can go and massacre settlements. There's protection missions. There's like operations, settlement reactivation missions. Me, I spread it over 10 accounts, but I had one point about a year before Squadron. I had 150 billion. So now I definitely have more, but assets and all, I don't know how much I have, man. Money doesn't really matter. The actual money in this game is the materials and the components you need to actually build your things with. Credits is so easily gained, it's ridiculous. Like, I started a new account 4 days ago, and I already have 800 million credits on this account, and I bought a T11. I upgraded a T11 and an adder, so all in all I should have over 900 million. So money is made pretty fast in this game. It's not like you're never struggling for it. Let's just put it that way. You never struggle for it. Yeah, there's pirate missions, there's space combat missions, it's like on foot combat missions, and then you don't have to
Faction
do them.
system alone.
You can just do your own shit. Like, I prefer to go in a settlement than just massacre everybody because they don't have T-Mobile Galactic. So, or I'm looking for a date and nobody wants to date me, so everybody dies. But you can do whatever you want to do. Seriously, there's no there's not limited to. Like some games, you have to, like the Starfield, you had to do the storyline. It's like it drove me nuts. I don't want to do the storyline. I want to go explore. I want to go kill people. I want to go looting. I want to loot. So
He's a pack rat.
yeah, that's why I had extra accounts, because I had too much shit. I had so much
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Gotta tell him, like, there's no bank to hold stuff. There's
Yeah,
no vault you can put stuff in until you have your own carrier.
the fleet carriers, the squadron carriers that now. We have a squadron carrier. We can hold stuff there.
But I'm saying, when you start the game, there's no place to put stuff. You either
I'm
have it or
pledged to
you don't.
Grom. I'm pledged to Grom. Most of the people we have in our squadron is pledged to Grom, because I found that Grom has, like a jack of all trades kind of bonuses.
He's love.
Yeah,
Grom is love.
God damn it, you and your love. But he's got everything going on, and the bounties, like turning in bounties, you get 100% bonuses on bounties, which is, I turned in 800 million in bounties the other day. I was like, I got the 100% on it. It was like 1.6 billion. I was like, what the? I was so surprised. But I had 800 million in bounties, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should cash these in before I die and lose them all. So then I turned them in, and I get 1.6 billion. Grom is love. Come on. He has a fetish for Grom because he has a nicer beard than he does. Yeah, so I did Grom because Grom has that bonus. And he also has bonus when it comes to undermining. I have an extra bonus now. Don't change kicks. Don't change the. I don't know what. what Jack did, he did something to minor factions so we can get an extra 10% bonus on merit. So I don't know what he did. I'm not sure what he did. But we got an extra 10% bonus on merits.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't have one,
I'm
so I
not for
threw
any
it as the
specific
one
power.
because
I'm
nobody
against
picked
one of them. I'm not for any specific power. I'm against one of them. Which one is that, Top Flight?
Please be Aslan. Please be Aslan. Please be Aslan.
I didn't cancel my subscription to Ashley's Bathwater, so he's very jealous of that. Torval. Oh.
He needs to retire.
Yeah. Josh Hawk Elite. Very nice. How are you? I'm building an outpost, T1 colony outpost. And I'm trying a few things here. I'm experimenting right now just to see, but right now it looks like I'm going to have to just build a T3 at the Golden Spike location, which is going to be painful.
Oh, you asked about fuel.
Fuel calculator.
Now, we have stuff like that for carriers, but no, on your ship, it's all about fuel scooping and making sure you choose the right path.
There is a brand new ship called the Caspian, and that one has a pretty far range, like 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 light years. Most of the ships they'll tell you what's the range, what your range is when you build a ship. So for instance, you'll have a certain tank, a fuel tank, and you can jump so many jumps before you run out of fuel. Some ships run out very fast, some ships don't. Now we have something called fuel scoops, and these fuel scoops can fuel up on some suns because not all are fuelable, or not all have fuel. Not all can be scooped. I didn't say that right. So there are some suns that you can scoop, and you can recharge your fuel tank. But yeah, like in this case, this ship is a local ship, so I don't bother having that, or I even reduced the fuel tank of this ship so it could be lighter and get a better boost, which I need to actually engineer a little bit, it looks like. So there are actually ways of recharging your fuel, refueling yourself. The fuel scoop is one of them. Just landing on settlements is another way. If you're personally, like, the Caspian has become one of my favorite ships to go around like a taxi. I don't need a fuel scoop. It has 1,200 light year fuel range and range, so I can do a lot with it without having to refuel.
But the main thing you're not telling them is, while the Caspian's awesome, you can't land it everywhere.
You can't land the
it on
Caspian. It's large like this one, so it can't actually land in mountainous areas. But
I mean, the stations.
yeah, some
They
stations.
can't land in
Yeah, some stations.
just small stations.
Right, right, exactly. Right, so yeah, you need a fuel scoop to actually use the neutron star if you're using the Caspian. But I'm thinking locally, like 600 light year jumps, 700 light years. I can do that without refueling. So it's become pretty effective ship. Very effective. I think I didn't like it at first, but then it grew on me like fungus.
I'm still a hater.
Actually, it's pretty effective. It's a good battleship. The 2 CGs ago, I had so much fun. I put Imperial hammers on them with Packhound missiles. I had so much fucking fun doing that CG. It was great. And then we did the what's that one? Soontil Relics run.
Yeah,
And
the
I was
one
doing
was in the
some-
Packhound missiles.
And then I was doing Soontil Relics in one. Didn't have to fuel, and it has enough cargo capacity to carry 400 tons of Soontil Relics. That was great. So after those two events, I'm like, okay, you're better. Then I used it to run around a little bit, and I said, wow, you got a 1100 light year jump range, 1200 light year jump range. So it made me happy. And when something makes me happy, I endorse it.
Like chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, I'm just hauling right now. I'm doing that. Yesterday I was doing mining for merit. Tomorrow I'll be doing the conflict zones, high intensity conflict zones. I'm still gonna try using the oppressor. I know it's stupid. I know Jack is gonna laugh at me, but I'm gonna use the oppressor to find the sweet spot, because there is a sweet spot where it actually does some pretty decent damage. But if it's too far away or too close, the goddamn weapon doesn't work. So tomorrow I'm gonna do a little bit of ground conflicts. Come on. And then I think Saturday I'm gonna do Guardians. I'm gonna go to Guardian site. The hell is wrong with this thing? It won't straighten out. This colony? Well, I can do this if I actually go at it, I can finish this tonight in about 2 hours or so. Let me see. Yeah, okay, that's why I'm that way. But it depends on the size of the colony. This one is the actual.
Zorgan Peterson, Delta, Romeo,
This one's a T1.
Good to have you with us, Commander. Please submit a docking request.
So the new ship on Mondays, on Tuesdays, the Lynx. He's talking about the Lynx. I'm actually gonna build a destroyer. He's gonna build a passenger liner, a pink passenger liner, for his friends.
I want white. White. White.
White? No, you're gonna be pink. Tell
nice
Mars
clean
Europe that Josh Hawkins said hi. Where you been, man? You took some time off or what? Josh Hawkins. You haven't been playing? Okay. Yeah, the Imperial hammers are rail guns, dude. But you can. Well, I've engineered mine with plasma slugs, so they eat up fuel. Ah, congratulations! Congratulations! Got married and had a kid. and now you're back to playing Elite Dangerous. That makes sense. That's usually happens.
Yeah,
The stress of
you're in
marriage
it
just
now.
stress of marriage forces you to do certain things to
Ship is
relax.
on the ground. Engaging docking restraints.
You gotta relax. Kidding me? A baby? He's not relaxing.
Yeah, I know
For at
he's not
least 3
relaxing,
years.
baby. How old's your kid? How old's your kid? 398. Ah, he's 6 years old tomorrow. Oh. Oh, then you're entering that years where they just dad's not important anymore. That's the problem I have with mine. It's like I was her hero and now I'm like, Dad, close the door behind you. That's what she says to me. A little bugger. She says, close the door behind you. Can you believe that? Semiconductors, superconductors, 102, 136.
You tell her that's not you, it was the cat.
Yeah, tell me about it. Do I have any of that? No, I don't have that. That's technical. This is high tech. I should have semiconductors and superconductors. What the hell is it? Technology. Doesn't have it. Structural regulators. 678. Okay, so I finished the titanium and the steel, which is the biggest problem. 678. Right? Come on. Power jet polymers. Food cartridges, 136. See, I have agriculture. I have foods. But I don't have other things.
Food cartridges comes from industry.
Yeah? Okay. So I don't have that.
Yeah, fruits and veggies come from
Let's see,
that.
food cartridges. Emergency power cells. I don't think I have emergency power cells. No. Evacuation shelter. 204. I don't have enough room. All right, let's deliver this. Josh, I have that, but I didn't use it to track my colonization materials. I used the old-fashioned method, pen and paper,
Vessel is free.
or I used what you saw there. I'm kind of like, when I have too many things, too many like systems working at once. It's like I'm spending too much time with that and not with the game. So
Yeah,
I prefer pen and paper. I'm old fashioned. I know you guys are younger than me, and I think this guy Kix is the same age as me.
All
Right.
I know is Corvus got us both beat.
Yeah, 'cause another guy in our squadron is older than us. But I like pen and paper. I do. And so, for me, it's
He
easier.
remembered the Roman Empire.
Yeah, okay.
I figures when he watches this, he's gonna send me a message.
But there are like programs you can use as like Raven something. I got it originally when it first came out, and I just didn't use it. But yeah, to me, pen and paper works out, because then I can go back and track what I did before. Like I'll have, oh, I used, like for instance, I have settlements that I started but I never completed. Not on the pen and paper, it's there. Like I forgot about this place. I still need 30,000 tons. So, you know, I guess if it's electronic, it would be the same thing. But I have to turn on the computer to actually make all that stuff work. Yeah, it's like you get set in your ways after a while, and there's too many, you know, too many things going on. Like, you know, that ED Copilot, I installed it, I started using it, and it was talking too much. Oh, you're gonna hit the planet. Oh, you're gonna do this. I'm like, I already have a wife. Why am I gonna have you to be in the game? Why do I fucking have to have two of you? So I deleted it right away. See, you can't do that with your wife. You can't delete your wife, but you can delete ED Copilot.
But what's great about the co-pilot is for exploration.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's the best part.
That's true. I'm just joking around. I'm just saying it. Yeah, she doesn't care. She doesn't care.
But see, Josh just like proved your point we were talking about earlier, like the demographic of the game. But at the same time,
yeah, he's 50. He's 50. Look, it's like most of the people in this game are older. They have money.
I'd say 35,
jobs.
35 plus is the majority.
Yeah, 35 and over. I think it's even older than that. So that's where they actually they should actually spend more time building this game. There you go.
We act like a bunch of children most of the time, especially on stream. We're like idiots. But honestly, if you wanted a game where you can actually have like actual intelligent conversations, I think this game has probably the most smart people play this. You don't run into dumb people in this game. You just don't. Because they're all in. I mean, there's just so much behind this game besides the physics and the whole 9 yards that it's naturally just spawns pretty deep conversations.
Yeah, there's no. I want to say that I don't think kids can play this game. It requires also the actual game itself requires some goal setting and some, you know, you have to kind of design your own gameplay more or less. So I don't think kids have that capability. They just want to play, kill things, and get to the end boss and kill it and get a chest.
Witchy pew pew.
You can't play Elite if you have an attention span of a chipmunk. That's very good. That's true. That is so true.
You know, that's great. I am going to use that on the princess at work.
Yeah, I think so.
He just totally just described her.
Yeah,
oh my God,
true.
we got to go do this. We got to do that. We got to do this. We got to do that. I'm like, you know, you need some Xanax.
You need some Xanax. You need to stop drinking coffee. All right. Yeah, thanks for the conversations, guys. You guys have been great today. Fantastic conversations. It was 348, not 398. That's okay. So I'm almost 50% finished. Like this stuff I have to pick up at the ground station, so I might do all this in one shot. Okay. So I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. It's been 3 hours already, so I really thank you for joining me. Best argument for me not to buy this game again.
No. Go, go, go. It's the thing. It took me a while to slow down and like plan out what the hell I wanted to do.
Bro, I'm 25. I have been playing for a year. Yeah, you see, he's 25. That's good. See, that's good.
That's what I'm saying. It's addicting. We need more younger guys.
Yeah, we need more younger guys. We need more younger guys. 07 guys, I'm really happy to have you guys here. Don't forget to subscribe, check the like button, and smash the notification bell. But I'm really grateful for your conversations. You guys have been fun. Thank you. And that's why I love this community. I love you guys for joining me today. Thank you for everything, and fly dangerously, but stay frosty. Take care, guys.
Join the Discord. Join the
Discord. Come on in the Discord. We're always around. We talk every single day. And various subjects, mostly science and elite and all that. Take care.
We're going to yell at each other when he's done.
No, we're not. 07 Commanders, take care.